I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the cookies like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling, I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. At the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Now Allen again. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll work this down inside the 30. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Allen now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen fighting Knox there, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action here. Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Purdy on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. After one, it's 9-0. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Play action. Now Purdy.
Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it. He's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Purdy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Shifts by him.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Touchdown, Bills!
Gabriel Davis.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The last 2 plays from scrimmage in this ball game, pretty eventful. He throws the interception. The other guys, boom, 1 play in there in the end zone. So now he's got to try to bounce back. 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Back to throw, Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Purdy.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers get a bit closer. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, He comes back out, and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 27, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you... Well, no sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports from the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Purdy to throw it on first down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Purdy looking to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort, Dave, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Being chased out left. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Bills are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not a million years. But here we go. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Down to about the 37.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. McCaffrey running up the middle. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have taken a fourth quarter lead. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here?
And they go with McCaffrey.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries, but the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for two and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
On play action, Allen.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On first down, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Here's Purdy on first and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, Purdy.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And the Bills are going to recover. quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Khair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Now this throw caught left side. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett. With that interception, he just set a record like nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, tied in. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he finds Tyler Kroft. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Purdy now to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 55 yards. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
On play action, Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know
my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team.